free time kind of floating around right now more than ever. And I don't know if this is just me, but I get like upset with myself when I don't have anything planned, and I just kind of spend the whole day trying to figure out what to do, but I waste the whole day thinking about it, and I just scroll on like TikTok on my bed for like 12 hours straight, and then I'm like, well shoot, now I have to go back to work, or now, you know, now my time is like ending. Okay, that sounds really dramatic, that's not how I meant it, but you know what I mean. So that's something that I struggle with. So I have been trying to implement like writing down a list of things that interest me, things that I want to do, and then like, you know, choosing 3 of those things a day to actually do, to structure my day somewhat, because if I have absolutely zero structure, I straight up will not do anything if I don't have to, which sometimes is nice, but I've been feeling like I want to really utilize my time, so I am sharing that list with you guys. This is by no means like an exhaustive list. Some of these things may not apply to you if like you don't enjoy doing that, but it's a pretty hefty list of different things that I have actually written down on my list of things to pull from. So I have quite a few things on here, so if one doesn't interest you, there's probably something else that will. So the first thing that I put on here is dance. And like, I'm the type of person, I do like to choreograph dances or just kind of freestyle to like really cool songs, but I also just like to jam in my room, and I absolutely hate working out. I hate exercise. The idea of it, chef's kiss, love it. The execution of it, no thank you. So dancing is the one thing that I genuinely do enjoy, and it gets cardio in without feeling like I'm doing cardio, if that makes sense. So I highly suggest doing that if you are a lazy person like me and don't like working out. I think dancing is so fun. The next thing that I have on here, that may not apply to everyone, but I love writing, so I love novel writing, and I think that it's great to just, you know, kind of like really take the time to finish a lot of the stories that I've started, because I don't finish my stories very much. You know, cleaning my room. Don't like doing this either, but I think throughout the week there are so many times when it just gets piled up and I know I need to clean it, but I just don't feel like I have time, or I'm really tired from work. And so having a day off, as terrible as that sounds, it's kind of, you gotta be an adult sometimes. Even if it's just like cleaning it for 5 minutes, that helps, and I would highly suggest it. Not fun, but like, if I don't do it on my day off, I'm never gonna do it. The next thing that I have on here is singing. I love singing, and the great thing about singing is you do not have to have a good voice to have fun singing. You do not have to sing in the shower. You do not have to, like, you can sing karaoke, you can sing duets, you can sing on top of, you know, the other voice or whatever, but it's really good for my anxiety and depression, and also if I'm like really angsty, it helps get out some of my mood and emotions without like taking it out in a negative way. This one I think is fun, that I think more people should do, and that is have a fashion show. And you don't have to do this like with anybody else. You can just do it with yourself, and it is so much fun. Just like take video or pictures and just find really, really cute outfits. Like, live in the moment and really have that fun aesthetic. I love doing that. Just make sure that you put all the clothes away afterwards, because I don't, and it sucks. The next thing I have on here is to do yoga or Pilates. Stretching is great in general, but I also have a very labor-intensive job, and it's really hard on my body. And so my back is constantly hurting. My hips are always hurting. My left knee, for some reason, I'm like getting old because it always hurts. and I can't bend it very well. I probably should see a doctor, low-key, but like, you know, I don't want to pay for that. So yeah, it's a really great way to just stretch. I also did this a lot. I got out of the habit of doing it, but just like before bed, it really like calms me down, and I usually listen to Josh Groban. All that echoes, that entire soundtrack is amazing. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This is iced coffee for anyone who's wondering. It is New Orleans style. New Orleans style. So, I made it myself. I didn't make the beans, but like I got the beans from Blue Bottle, which is my all-time favorite coffee store, coffee website, everything. Amazing coffee, and they sent me like a 12-ounce bag of beans, and I ground all of it up, put it in a stock pot with like 4 quarts of water, I think, 2 or 4 quarts, and put some chicory root in it, which they also gave me, and I let it sit overnight, so 12 hours, a little bit over 12 hours, and then I strained it for 45 minutes to get all the grounds out, and then mixed it with oat milk, and it made like 48 ounces of coffee, and you only use like this much, because then the rest is milk. Amazing, would recommend. I'm just really thirsty, so I don't know why that swallow sounded so weird. I apologize for that, because that was kind of spooky. Anyways, the next thing is video chat with friends. I don't know how many friends I have where I'm like, oh my gosh, we should, you know, like catch up, we should hang out. Well, I can't like hang out because, you know, what's going on right now, but like virtually hang out, we should catch up, and then I just like don't do it. I talk to like one friend on video chat. I'm not even exaggerating. It's one friend, which is kind of sad because I have more friends. Well, okay, never mind, just made myself sad. But video chatting with friends can definitely be good, because we can't really hang out right now, and on my days off I usually would hang out with people. So also playing an instrument. If you have the ability to play an instrument, or have access to, and you don't know how, YouTube, online, so many great free resources to do it. I am doing kind of like piano and guitar right now. Guitar. And it's really fun. It uses up a lot of time, and it's just great. Something else that I like to do that I also want to do more often is bake/cook. Mostly cook, because I eat a lot of processed foods, just in the sense of like, I don't like prep them myself, because I'm like usually too tired to, but if I could, you know, cook even like 1 or 2 meals a week, I think that would be really yummy, really fantastic, a great use of my time and energy, and especially like for me, if you don't know, I am lactose intolerant, and I'm very sensitive to gluten, both of which I have every meal, every day, because I like it. So I'm trying to kind of like wean myself off of it a little bit, not all the way, because like I want to have some fun in life, but you know what I mean, like I'm trying to just cut some of it out so I don't feel sick literally all the time, and I think that cooking a meal makes it so much easier for me to do that, because there's a lot of things that have gluten and dairy in them, but if you make like a homemade meal, it's so easy to sub it out, or like just not use it, you know. So that is that. I also I put exercise on here, but like I kind of knew I wasn't actually gonna do that, but it's nice to like have it on there, you know, because I'm just being real. I'm really not gonna exercise. I really should. I should, but like also I don't want to spend like intentional time watching ASMR or filming ASMR. So you guys, okay, I'm not sure when this video is gonna come out, but at the time, Christmas hasn't happened yet. I have 4 days off in a row, which has not happened since maybe July. So I'm really say like that I am overworked, because I have the opportunity like to work, if that makes sense, because I know a lot of people are really, really struggling right now, and if that's you, like I'm not trying to like be like ungrateful or like braggy or like make you feel bad that like I'm working, because I acknowledged fully like this is a blessing to be able to work. I just wanted to like throw that out there, since I am talking about like how I'm spending my days off. On a kind of practical note, responding to emails, messages, and comments. I have been getting really, really bad about that. On my Instagram, usually like I see the messages, I don't open them quite yet, just because usually like when I open it, I want to actually respond. So like I'll see a lot of the messages, but I don't really respond yet, and I feel bad because that's something I genuinely want to do and like connect with the community. And I'm trying to get better at it. So that being said, sometimes having like specific times to do that can be really helpful. This one I'm really excited about. That it's really fun for me. A lot of people don't like doing it and they think it's kind of scary, but I adore it. It is journaling. So just kind of introspectively looking at my life, things that I'm going through, like goals that I have, just different things, and kind of analyzing how I'm doing in life, where I want to be going, just things that I've been struggling with, and journaling all those things out. I think it's great to cope with the different things that have been going on, but also to look back when, like in the future, to be able to look back on it and see where I've come, and it just really puts a name to a lot of the things that I feel, and kind of gives me like an instant clarity boost when I'm like struggling with things. So I love journaling. I think that there's some really great journal prompts out there. I don't usually use prompts, but there's a lot of really great journal prompts out there that you can use if you don't know where to get started. The next thing that I have on here, and this is just like something that I do because I am a Christian. If that's not your thing, you can just ignore this part. Or if you have a different like religion or something, that's okay. But something that I want to like actually make intentional effort for is like devotionals and praying and like reading the Bible, and like actually getting into that and going a little bit deeper than just like, okay, I'm just gonna read the Bible for like 5 minutes. Like actually going deeper and, you know, posing questions and really thinking upon things. You know, going on different like websites or apps and just figuring out like a really good devotional to read that day. That's something that's important to me. Going on a walk. The weather right now isn't super great for doing that. Just because I'm a wimp and I don't like being cold. But I think that on days where you can get a bout of sunshine or even see the sun through the sky, I think that going on a walk around like the neighborhood or to a park, or I don't know, just even driving somewhere and then getting out and going on a walk, the outdoors are good for you. Not for me, but for you. I'm kidding. I don't go outdoors much. Okay. The next thing that I have on here are puzzles, and I put this on for like jigsaw puzzles, like sudoku, crosswords. I love things that get my brain going and thinking, and it's just, I feel like it's just so old-fashioned, and a lot of people don't do it anymore, or it's very sporadic, and I think that it's really fun. Sorry, well, that was weird. I don't know why I did that. You guys, I'm sorry. The caffeine. I've already had coffee today, so the next thing I have on here is painting or coloring. I have several different adult coloring books. But I hate saying that. Like, am I the only one? Like, it just sounds wrong, but it's literally just a coloring book for adults. It sounds weird. I'm sorry. But coloring with like crayons or markers, love it. I love painting. I don't do it nearly enough. I have an entire closet full of art supplies that I just don't touch because I don't want to use them. I think they're so pretty as they are, and I just get scared to use them, but I need to use them. Board games. This one is kind of a bummer because a lot of board games you have to have someone else to play with, and I do have other people living here, but no one wants to play with me. So maybe there's like online board games or like Steam or Discord. I don't have a Discord. I don't understand it. If you know about Discord, please let me know because it just confuses me. I don't know why. Coffee. I don't know why I literally put make coffee on there, but like we rollin'. I did it again. Why did I do that again? Okay, whatever. We're moving on. Okay. This one I'm really excited about. I love this one. I love it. That is writing. Sorry, I have to like get comfy. Writing letters, and I put this under two categories. So there's writing letters to other people, whether or not you continue to write back and forth, just even writing them a note, being like, hey, I'm thinking of you, how are you doing? Or like, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, whatever, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is like you celebrate, or anything. Like you can just literally say, I'm thinking of you. Writing letters. Letters are so much fun to get in the mail, especially when you don't know that they're coming. So if you have your friends' addresses, just sending a letter. I like to spray a little bit of like perfume on mine. But also writing letters to yourself. I love writing future letters. There was actually a letter that I wrote with my therapist. So my therapist wrote a letter to me, and then I wrote a letter to me when I was, I think, 18 or 19, and I was like really going through it, you know, really having a tough time, and she told me to write a letter for me for like to only open when I am feeling really, really upset, when I am really sad, when I am like broken, because I was having a lot of depression and anxiety. And so she wrote me a really, really nice letter that I wasn't allowed to open until those moments. And then I wrote myself a letter, and it was so therapeutic. Like, I cannot explain to you how therapeutic it was. And when, you know, like darker thoughts would come, I would read it, and it would kind of like bring me back to like reality and like, okay, I can do this. Like, you know what I mean? I think that it's great, especially if you struggle with those types of things like I did, and honestly still do. And outside of that, just writing yourself like a future letter, like to open in 5 years, I think is so cool. I love it. A spa day, that's, I feel like kind of cliche, but I love doing spa days, like doing my nails. I did my nails today just for you guys. Literally, it was just for you guys, because my nails look like trash, and I was like, okay, it's Christmas, almost. It was a vibe, so I was gonna do that, and I love to do like facials, take a bubble bath. That's actually on there. I said boujee bath. I love taking boujee baths. Like, I light about 7 candles. Looks like I'm probably having some ritual. Literally like 7 candles. The lights are off. I'm just like chilling in the water with a bath bomb, and I'll do like exfoliation, moisturizer, like face masks. Just go all out, and then I'll get out and I will like do my hair just to feel super cute, and then I have a satin like a sleep mask, and that just makes me feel so fancy. So I love ending my day with that. Also, you could try a new makeup look if you are a makeup wearer. I like to experiment every once in a while. Like, this one was an experiment because I don't usually wear like blue under here. I don't usually wear red. I like sometimes wear like pinkish red, but this, you can't see it as well, but this is like burgundy in real life. That's not usually something I do, so it was fun. A photo shoot. This kind of goes on the piggyback of, oh shoot, what was it? Fashion shows. Sorry, I'm like kind of cool. I'm sorry if you're trying to sleep and this is distracting. But doing photo shoots, I love doing photo shoots. Just going outside for like 20 minutes, just kind of sucking up if it's like not great weather, and just looking super cute. So I have some photos to post on Instagram or whatever. I love to do photo shoots. Like, if I wish COVID wasn't a thing right now, because I have a couple friends that love doing photography, and intentionally watch some TED Talks. I love TED Talks. I think there's a lot of really great ones out there. There's also some really kind of weird, not great ones that I watch and I'm like, that's dumb. No, don't listen to that. But there's a lot of really good ones out there, and I think if there's a topic that you are interested about, I watch a lot on mental health. I watch a lot on relationships and love, just because I love love. And yeah, but I also was thinking, this is probably like, so I'm a type 4 Enneagram, if you know what that is. I was thinking it would be fun to actually like make your own TED Talk, so you don't have to post it anywhere, you don't have to film it, you don't have to do anything, but kind of like write down as though you were doing a TED Talk on something you're passionate about. Maybe share it with a friend, or just, I feel like you learn so much about yourself and about things when you have to actually write it or teach it to somebody else. So that could be something fun to do. And it also, for me, like, really helps with purpose and identity. And like I said, I'm an Enneagram type 4, so purpose and identity literally is my entire, like, key motivation for everything I do in life. So, catch up with an old friend. I kind of already touched on that a little bit. I said make hair bows. I love making hair bows with hot glue because I don't know how to sew. I have a ton of fabric and little, like, ribbons and trims and pearls and stuff, and I like to make my own bows. Back when I went to Disneyland a few years ago, it was like at 2 in the morning. I had to be at the airport at like 5. I was making hair bows for every day in Disney, and they were all Disney related. So I made one that was like a Space Mountain bow, Indiana Jones, like the ride. I made a Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame bow. I think I made a Peter Pan bow that day. I made an Esmeralda bow. So there's a ton of different bows that I would wear for all of the Disney bounding, because I love to Disney bound when I go to Disneyland. I think it's so much fun. So making hair bows is really fun. I think it's really great to kind of go outside your comfort zone, try new things, especially when you're in the cycle of just doing everything as you normally do. You're not, sometimes it can feel like we're just kind of stagnant, and so I think it's important to kind of keep things going and keep them fresh, change it up a little bit, do things. And I think that especially right now, it's a really, really great time to do a lot of self-reflection and see what works for you, what doesn't, and like how you can better serve yourself and serve the people around you. I hear my dog. Anyways, that's something that I think is great. Oh, you know what's really great? Sorry, this has nothing to do with anything. If you wanna leave the video, those are all my suggestions. But y'all, I finally broke my screen protector on my phone. I've had this phone since August, I think, and I got this pack of like this 3-pack of screen protectors for $10 on Amazon, and I like looked at so many different reviews and so many different types, and they said that this kind was really good. And I drop my phone, like I'm not kidding, minimum of 5 times a day. I drop it on concrete at least twice a day, and I accidentally threw my phone. It like flew out of my hand, and it flew against a metal shelf, like on the corner of it. The middle of my phone hit the corner of the metal shelf, flew this way, and then turned back over onto the concrete, and it was totally fine. I dropped my phone from like thigh high, so maybe like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 feet, onto a padded mat, and it dropped on my foot, and it shattered, and I was like,